before we get started here, I want to let everybody know that today's topic is about movies, and there's going to be some spoilers in here. So if you haven't seen, what do we talk about? Kill Bill, Southpaw, Straight Outta Compton, Superbad, Knocked Up, Sharknado, pretty much any movie. If you haven't seen it and you really don't want us to spoil it for you, maybe watch all of those movies first and then come listen. We welcome you.
Hi there. I'm John Ball, and I like to stay up till 9 in the morning. Welcome my co-hosts,
Alicia
and John Mike.
This is the 94.
Are you ready?
No.
Because guess what? When does this episode come out?
Oh, Alicia's birthday.
Happy birthday
I'm not singing,
to you. Happy birthday.
It's not my birthday yet.
Happy birthday, dear Alicia Olari. Happy birthday to you.
You always pronounce my last name wrong.
Oh, I said it Olari.
I thought you were going to delete that.
I thought you were going to delete that.
Well, it's not Alicia's birthday today when we're recording, but when it does come out, Alicia turns 21. And in 9 years, we're going to be 30.
No, she turns 20 again.
Yeah, well, I'm still 19, and I'm just going to turn...
That's not true.
John!
Every time someone has their phone go off, I did not.
Mine did, but mine just went off, but it didn't make any noise.
Same dog. Same.
Okay, so, John, take a break from your texting.
It was about work, actually. So I just wanted to clarify.
What about it?
They were...
Oh, and congratulations, John got a job. Well, you got a job before, but now you're actually getting shifts and working. So,
and he's a professional chef.
We're all employed.
Okay,
no more clapping. I think we're just gonna do snaps from now on.
Snaps?
Snapping.
We're not in a jazz bar.
No, but you know what we are at? A drag show. And
Woo! Hunty.
We're also not at
Good
work.
morning.
In the studio.
No, that's my new favorite word, hunty.
Huh?
What?
Hunty. It's a
the mixture
combination
of
honey and
the C word.
Wow.
it's cute. No, I like it. I love it.
The C word stands for charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. So,
duh. And then you could put an S.
Where was that said?
Huh?
Where's that said?
Where the hell
RuPaul?
do you think?
I've never
Get out.
watched
Just
that
get
show.
out.
See?
Well, what do we have in common that we get really excited about that you have no idea what we're talking
Stop trying
about?
to read
a
us
few
right
things.
The shade of it all.
now. The library is now closed.
Okay. We'll just wait till you're done. Till start.
No, okay, fine. He's busy. You just answer
Let's just
your
talk
work.
about Drag Race.
No, I wanted to ask you 3 wishes that you want to happen. Well, I don't know. Is that like...
Why? I don't believe in wishes.
Well, 3 things that you hope to happen then.
Just like in my life?
Yeah, God is listening. This is your birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Well, generally, it's your birthday
my
right
birthday's
now.
in 4 days. It's so weird.
I know.
Well, way to tell everyone when we're recording.
You already did.
Yeah, I already explained that. But 3 wishes, go.
To be rich.
Ooh, I like that.
Not original.
To meet Harry Styles.
Definitely not
Ooh,
original.
I like that.
And for John Ball to be quiet for 1 whole day.
That'll never happen. Don't know why you waste a wish on that. All right.
Although you'd have a better
So-
chance at it than me.
What, being quiet?
Yeah.
Well, I could do it. I just don't want to.
Being quiet means not talking.
It's
Yeah,
just too many
trust
things
me.
to
I
say.
know what being quiet
Yeah.
You know how many
means.
times?
Because
I've
quiet could
gone
just
to
mean
work.
like how you normally talk in the podcasts, but
I was
not.
told that it picks up everything, so I didn't think I needed to yell into the mic.
I didn't.
Yeah,
okay,
it
I
does
explained
pick-
this to him earlier. I was like, it's not that you're quiet and we can't hear you. It's that you and I are so
Are at this
loud
level,
and like
and
that,
then when
and
you're
like,
talking, it's like the
I
energy
know.
drops.
I know.
But it's not a bad thing. Like when we do start getting, when we get 3 different mics, like you can talk
It's
like
gonna
that
be
because
a
the
lot
mic is going to be like
easier.
right
that'll
in
be
front
your
of
thing.
face.
That'll be your thing.
Yeah.
Like my thing is saying, hell yeah.
So,
Shall we?
I was the one that was stuck with a topic this week.
Oh, stuck with the topic. Do you want me to change it and I come up with all the topics?
no.
How did that come off last time? Oh,
I was
Johnny,
just
no.
trying to make it like I don't know the word.
It's just a matter of time before we murder each other, honestly.
What is the word?
Oh, these are raspberry again.
They're always going to be raspberry.
There was strawberry before.
Yeah, but that was when Tim Hortons was good.
What the? What? Shade?
The shade.
Move out of this country.
Why?
They have Tim Hortons in Michigan. Go there.
Do they really?
If I said it's not good, why would I go to Michigan?
They have it in New York.
Because you can bash it, and then one day you're going to be like, I want a bagel with cheddar cheese but no butter, and you're going to go there.
I could...
They have it in New York, right?
Myself,
Do you remember How I Met Your Mother when Robin Scherbatsky brought the gang to Tim Hortons? They're just like, what is this place?
I've never watched
I don't remember them bringing the gang. I remember it just being her and Barney, and they were in Canada.
Oh, okay.
And so then he's like, he gives them the American cash, and it's just like, we actually don't accept Americans, Canadians. Like, what? And he's like, what is this monopoly money?
I had a guy at work the other day. Sorry. He's like, do you take American? I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And he ordered like $56 worth of food and tried to pay me with a $100 bill in American.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, I take American, but I can't take anything higher than a 20 because it messes up the balance of our deposit. And he's like, I have a $56 order. What else do you want me to do? I was like,
Break them down.
I don't know. Like, how are you paying for everything else? Do you really only have hundreds in your wallet? He's like, you want me to pay for half of it with my fives? And I was like, sure. I was like, whatever you got to do, man. I was like, I can't take your 100. And he's like, I'm from Buffalo and we take Canadian money there. I was like, okay, I take American money. I just can't take anything over $20.
So like $20, not that $20 order. So the 56.
Yeah, like I can take multiple
bills.
$20 bills, but I can't take like a 50 or 100. I don't even take 100 in Canadian, so I don't know what he's crying about. And then he's like, I'm gonna stop taking Canadian money, and I was like, cool. I don't plan on going to Buffalo anytime soon and visiting wherever the hell you work. And then he's like, are you kicking out the visitors?
Oh,
I was like, I was like, my owner told me not to take it. I was like, what the hell? I was like, get out of my town. What are you doing here? We live in the tiniest town in the world, and you're freaking from Buffalo.
That's not really the case. It's not that
It's called an exaggeration, John Paul.
it's a pretty small town.
hyperbole. It is small, but it's not the smallest.
It's not the smallest, yeah.
Because, I mean, there's 2 up above us.
John has to be right about everything. Am I wrong?
You're pretty right.
Yeah.
Not
like the
always.
midget thing we were just talking about.
5
minutes ago.
Lord.
410. 410 is what it is, not 411. So I was wrong. And I'm fine with that.
No, you're not gonna cry about it
I'm
later.
definitely not going to cry about it. It has no effect on my life.
Are we gonna start? Or
Yeah, I
just
was
talk
trying
about
to,
how
but
much
it
John Ball
kind of just deviated and went to this.
Oh, you were talking about Tim Hortons in the States and how they don't take, and then How I Met Your Mother.
Well, I said I was stuck with the topic, and it was okay,
He's
and then it
being
was
right
just an
again.
explosion. You guys are tools. This was the 94. No, okay. The reason why I said it before was to connect with the audience in a way.
That
Say
Tim
what
Hortons was
before?
bad?
No, oh my gosh,
Say what
no,
before?
the
I'm
topic.
confused.
I said I was stuck with the topic this week. So, and then he just exploded like, oh, you want me to pick all the topics? And somehow we got to Tim
And then
Hortons. I don't
he's
know
like,
how.
these are raspberry.
Okay, that's how. Okay, so
We're on track.
And we are back.
You have
Yeah,
a
we
really
should-
nice view out that window.
I know, it's so dumb.
we should cut all this and put it at the end, just so it doesn't sound like we're.
But it's nice.
No,
completely
this
off.
is okay. Honestly,
But this
just
is how.
one more thing before you start your
Yeah.
thing. I think we should be known for
Yeah, the
delving
rambling,
into other,
exactly.
like completely unrelated topics.
We're renaming the show to Off Topic, actually. Off Topic with Jonathan Ball, Alicia.
That would be
That
good.
was so Jonathan Ball.
Because I was going to say John Mike, but I remember I always put you first
I don't know
because
why.
of your last name.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. But shouldn't she go first?
But then it would be weird because then we were going Jonathan Ball, John Michael. It's like, I like the JJ thing that we got going on.
Okay.
Alicia, John, and John Mike. That doesn't sound very good.
Right. John, Alicia.
Okay. Anyhow, the topic this week.
But before you begin, oh no. You know how we were just talking about how we ramble and all that stuff, right? Like these are generally how shows begin.
I just want to continue
like they
to
start
ramble
off with
for like 5
a ramble,
more minutes.
and then you kind of figure out like when you want to say
How
the
to
topic.
dive
Anyways.
into this topic.
Start it
discussion.
off, Mr. Jonathan Bolithan.
As we
Wow. God, I'm just joking.
As we explained in, I think it was the first episode, I like movies a lot. I was raised with them, and I've got like a million of them in my house. Okay,
I was raised with movies.
yeah, they were my siblings. Anyhow, back on topic. This week we're going to discuss what we think our best is, even if it's not come out yet, like even if it's just an idea in our heads.
Mine has.
And the worst movie that we've ever seen.
Which is really hard for me to think of, actually.
I have so many opinions about this
Well,
topic.
you
I
can-
love it though.
You can start
I
us
feel
off
like
then, buddy.
You guys can relate to this so much because you watch 16 movies a day.
Give or
And
take.
you are an actor.
Yeah.
I've never watched a
I
movie
only
in
watch
my
things
life.
that are important to me, to be honest.
Well, I already know what our best movie is.
Yeah, I've only watched one movie.
Volume 1 and 2.
Okay, John?
Best movie.
Was that
We
a
can
burp?
start off with
Yes,
best.
it was.
Oh, nice.
Excuse me. Best movie? Absolutely. Okay, well, first of all, favorite genre? Horror. Like, I love
Horror. I've never heard of that one.
Horror movies.
horror film.
Piranha 3D. Sharknado. One Night in Paris.
Is Sharknado
Those are
typically
horror
under
comedy.
that?
They're
No,
common
I'm talking about horror movies.
horror movies.
That's what it sounded like when you said it.
Horror.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
It just wasn't
horror.
like, it wasn't like
Sorry,
enunciated.
I
so.
will enunciate,
No,
just like the British people.
I have to tell you something too, really quick.
The horror film, and there's this one film called The Descent.
Oh.
It's about these ladies who, one of their friends had a tragic accident, and they decided let's all go out so that they can, kind of put it all aside and forget about what they're going through in their lives. They go into a cave. Well, what they do as friends is they go through caves. Like I don't know what it's called, like the actual
Spelunking or whatever.
spelunking, yeah. And one of the person that was in charge of this excursion, she decided to go to another cave and explore a new cave, so that because when you explore a new cave and you find the ins and outs, you can name the cave after your friend or whatever. You guys get to name it. So that was her intention, but she didn't know that there were cannibals that lived in the cave. So it was they were getting hunted.
Okay, that's disgusting, but keep
Okay,
going.
so the reason why I love this film is, one, it made me cry because it was so good.
It wasn't because it scared you.
It was all right. I don't get too chicken about it's the more the haunting ones that get me, that keep me up at night.
The horror film genre.
haunting
in
one?
general.
Like every
Or,
single horror film when they move in the house and the house
Oh,
is making weird
right?
noises and
Oh
then they
my
call a
gosh.
priest to help them out and the priest says get out of the house and they're like no I like this house and they don't leave and then
I know
die.
they always make the Christian the priests oh yeah we're gonna ask the priest for help. Just kidding, he's useless because it doesn't really work. It's that's sacrilege.
Well, I mean, it does work. They just don't listen to them.
Well, yeah. Okay, sorry. So the
Back
list
to
of
The
why it's a
Descent.
good film. One, it's a horror film that involved a lot of people. I like that there's I think it's because of my whole Final Fantasy kind of, I love
Final
playing
Fantasy,
the
sorry,
game
never mind.
Final Fantasy, and it always involved a party of people, and they always had to fight, the bosses. So there's always had a group of 4, right? So whenever I watch a horror film, I don't know if you guys watched Jezebel.
No.
Am I saying it right?
I think
The one
you
with the
were saying
doll.
it right, but I didn't.
Okay, that was
Isn't
the
it
most...
Annabelle?
Annabelle. Yeah, sorry.
Jezebel.
I thought that was another movie, actually.
Jezebel is the whore in the Bible.
The horror in the Bible.
Anyways, Annabelle is about this
Jezebel.
is about this haunted doll, and I thought it was gonna be a good film, but it involved 2 people being haunted by this doll. I couldn't get over it. It was
Dolls
like
are just
it was so
creepy in general.
boring. It was just so boring.
That's
there
your
was no
worst just in that genre or ever?
Pardon?
That's your worst like movie just in that genre?
I think
ever?
just in the genre.
Oh no, like not that I'm saying that that's my worst, but it's just an
It's just
example
a
of
bad
like
movie.
a bad
Okay.
bad rendition of a horror film, you know? Like just because like Final Destination. I enjoy it because there's a group of people and you also you get to play like, oh, who's gonna survive? Who's gonna die? Who's dying next? You know,
This
that kind of
movie's
stuff.
creepy,
Which is
yeah.
really cool. So there's that. There's the unpredictability, and they also had there's unpredictability. So if you know the plot is predictable, you know it's boring to me. They had a chance of survival. Like the women were capable of killing the cannibals, and because they could do that, there was hope in the film that they can get out, right? Unless like like an example of not having hope was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Spoiler alert.
You guys don't watch. Oh yeah, you
No,
guys don't watch horror
I have
films.
seen it.
Okay, well, Nightmare on Elm Street. There's just no way of
Johnny
escaping.
Escaping.
There's no way of escaping. Sorry, escaping. There's no
You
way.
said escaping the first
There's no way
time.
of escaping.
Welcome to the
Is it Freddy? No, not. Is it? It's Freddy.
It is
right?
Freddy.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, there's no way of escaping his
Freddy
like
Krueger's.
terror because when you fall asleep, he keeps you up, and then when you fall asleep, you die in your nightmares.
Yeah,
And
but the thing is that people do survive. There's there's two
not
people that survive in the first one.
Yeah, but then they die in the second, no?
Yeah, but that's a separate movie though.
Yeah, but they still die in the second.
But there's
just no escape. There's no escape.
yeah, but that's the same thing for Final Destination.
No, see? That's different.
Everyone's died.
That's true. Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
different. No, it's true.
But it's just like, no, but it's just like they had a chance of living. Like there was hope in that film. Whereas like in Nightmare on Elm Street, they're just like, oh my gosh, we're dying in our nightmares. Like, well, how do you even fight that? Like, what do you sleep with a knife so that you wake up in your dream with a knife and defend yourself?
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
right? So survivability and the characters were very developed, and that's why I liked that film.
Listen.
I am listening.
Yeah, that was it. That's why I liked that film a lot.
Turn off your phone.
It's my dad.
Well, tell your dad that you're in the middle of something
In the middle or something.
and you can't talk. Right
See,
now.
the thing is, I don't know what my favorite movie is or the best movie because I've seen so many and a lot of them, like, there are some that are good and they're from different genres, which is the problem. Because there's a best in, like, certain dramas. So, like, I don't want to say psychological thriller, but, like, ones that actually make you think. There's a few that I like from that. So, like, Prestige, Inception, Deja Vu, what's that one called? Predestination. It's just like there's a ton of them, and I don't know which one to pick because they're all really good. But in terms of like,
Are you a fan of like the complete like twist at the end, or
sometimes where it's warranted, not like if every movie had it, I wouldn't. Like, it'd just be dumb.
Absolutely, I agree.
But like in terms of those movies,
Because
it's awesome.
movies nowadays try not to be cliche with their endings, but by not being cliche,
They're
they are
being
being
cliche,
cliche.
yeah.
So
That's an issue that we face in Hollywood that we don't live in. But like in terms of nostalgia, my favorite movie from when I was a kid was Spider-Man.
The first one?
The first one with Tobey Maguire. Yeah. Because like up until that point, I didn't actually really focus on superheroes. I was more of a Pokemon kid. Like it didn't deviate from that at all. And then when the first Spider-Man movie came out, I guess it was just like eye-opening per se. So
Remember when he found out that Uncle Ben was dead and he cried like a little baby?
spoiler alert. I didn't cry, but it
No,
was
he
upsetting.
cried.
Oh yeah, his face when he cried.
Yeah.
He looks like
It's a
Larry the
meme.
Cucumber
It's a meme.
from VeggieTales.
don't be mean.
It's true. Honestly, it's true. If you look at the
but
pictures,
still, don't be
it's
mean.
hilarious.
He put on a performance, and
He looked like Larry the Cucumber.
I
There's
hate
nothing
you
you can
guys.
do
I'm
about
never
it.
crying on screen for the likes of both of you. I hope you know that.
come in on the Monday later. Hey, John. You look like a little cucumber.
Not just any little
with
cucumber.
Pictures on your phone.
Larry the cucumber. I don't know if you guys, if anyone in our audience has seen that, but VeggieTales was a huge part of my life too. My mom made me watch that all the time.
I wasn't big on VeggieTales because it's a Christian based.
It's all about God and
tomatoes
tomatoes and cucumbers
I've never
and
even heard of
asparagus
VeggieTales.
and carrots.
Really?
You know what's funny? There's an episode of VeggieTales, and it's this little asparagus, and he becomes good friends with the great big fibber. The fibber gets bigger every time you
John's
fib.
the little asparagus.
It's so funny.
And I'm the great big fibber.
It's awesome. You have to watch it. It's so funny. Yeah. Back on topic though. I don't know. I guess the feeling of like, man, I wish I could be a superhero.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like hits it home because I've always wanted to be Spider-Man. Well, starting from that point on, because I think he's the coolest of everyone, other than like Iron Man and Batman. But you have to have money.
I don't classify Batman. You know what? Never mind. That's gonna
Okay.
just get us
No.
off topic.
I understand. You classify them as maybe heroes per se, but not superheroes because they don't have superpowers.
They're just people with a lot of money doing good deeds. It's like, good for you.
I don't think Daredevil's a superhero. He's just blind. That's, I mean.
Hell yeah.
Number 2.
Alicia and Larry.
Alicia, it's your turn.
Are you doing it on purpose? Or you actually don't know how to say my name.
Yeah, I know it's salary.
It's
But
not
without-
salary.
I know it's salary.
Alicia's salary.
My teacher in elementary school used to call me Celery.
Oh my.
Oh,
It was my
no.
nickname.
Why? Because you were crunchy but bitter when bitten?
Whoa. Celery's not bitter. It's just water.
That was a read.
Okay, by the way, it's your turn to tell us what you think the best one is.
Wow.
And you can go into detail if you'd
Oh,
like.
please go into detail.
Why?
Because we want to know the reason why you think it's the best movie ever. Not because it's the best movie ever.
The best movie well, not the best movie ever, but my favorite movie of all time is... Why are you doing that? Is Kill Bill, both volumes. I can't choose between them. It's like, okay, it's a revenge story. And I love it because there's a woman and she's just like, she's fighting for, you know, what was taken away from her. She's, you know, making peace with herself because she lost so many people.
When did the first movie come out?
2003, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was 2002 or 2003.
She was the first, like, female protagonist icon that portrayed a heroic female role, right? Like, that's what makes it so significant? Is that not
You know what? It's not really that significant. You just hear about it all the time because I like it.
No, it is. It's a Tarantino film.
I know.
It's
I don't think that's the reason why. I think it's because of how violent it was and because it was a female
I love
protagonist.
Tarantino's
Most of them
my
is like
favorite
male chop them up and
movie maker, director, whatever. Like
Everyone
I've seen
wants
did
other,
Django Unchained.
I've seen Django Unchained. Have you ever seen True Romance?
I have not. I've heard about it. But
True Romance. He didn't direct it, but he he wrote it or something. Or he produced it.
Oh, okay.
Another one of my favorites. And there's a new Tarantino film coming out on Christmas Day, actually.
Ooh.
But Kill Bill, I have a tattoo commemorating Kill Bill. Like, that's how much I love that movie. Just because she's such a strong, like, lead, and she's, like, fighting so hard for what she wants. And she doesn't give up, and she finally gets it.
I just realized I forgot my necklace at the gym. Damn it. But I was going to mention...
I'm not going to talk anymore.
I was going to mention about Tarantino. Do you know... Do you... are you a fan of Woody Allen films?
I don't know.
You broke your rule. You talked.
Because I don't know how Tarantino works. Like, he comes... Obviously, the things that he produces are amazing. But with Woody Allen, like, always wanted to work with him because he does this thing where he casts you for the role, and he gives you, like, I've heard stories where he gives you just your lines, and you don't get the lines of other people, so you don't know what's going to be thrown at you. Or sometimes he just gives you, like, your character, and that's it. Like...
That would suck, though, because you don't know when you talk.
That's so fun. No, he's basically saying, like, you should improvise. Or, like, he'll probably... Because there's two types of directors. There's the character directors, and then there's, like, the cinematography kind of directors.
J.J.
Like,
Abrams.
they try to, they look at the capture, and then it's like they'll always be standing beside the camera, watching the camera going, and they go, Alicia, walk in. No, going too fast. Everybody reset. And that's the direction that you get. But then there are actors there are directors that come up to you and say, Alicia, tell me how you're feeling about this right now. And then they literally, they make you dig, that kind of stuff. That's character directors, and I feel like he's one. I don't know if Tarantino falls under one of those categories. I should probably research him, but yeah.
Be in a Tarantino movie.
Oh, right? If I could, I would, but there's no way he's gonna be casting a little Asian boy.
His casts are very vast in
ethnicity.
Yeah,
that's good.
Did you see Kill Bill?
I know.
White people, black people, Asian people, everywhere.
Lucy Liu,
Cuban people, everything. Lucy Liu just had a baby.
Is it cute?
Lucy was hot.
Anyways, another movie. Okay, another movie franchise. I really think it's like
top notch.
The best. I've never seen every single one, but the best movie franchise is Saw.
Oh yes.
I wouldn't. Well, I mean, my opinion's different than yours.
Obviously, because I've never seen Star Wars. I've never seen Back to the Future. I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never seen any of the things that
Indiana
you're thinking
Jones?
of in your head. No.
Man, you need to watch movies.
I have watched Indiana Jones, but I haven't watched it recently. So like I can't say. And it's not a bad thing. Like for me, like I think one of my biggest flaws as an actor, and it's not really a flaw, I just think of it as a flaw, is when we're doing when we used to do sit downs and they go, oh, did you guys see like this film? And like me growing up, I was never like, I'm gonna be an actor. So like I never watched like this really important, significant films growing up. And it always felt like I was behind. But when you think about it, if I go watch those now, I'll have a different perspective than I would have watching it younger, which is actually much more fresh. Just like Spring Awakening, I can't get over it because I watched it now. I didn't watch it before. And if I had watched it before, I feel like it'd be like, it's whatever to me now. But now it feels fresh. It makes me feel alive. And like, it's not that, I don't think it's a bad thing that you're not into it, So don't get mad because John isn't into horror films. No, I'm not saying you're mad.
I thought you were. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just sad because they're classics.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Oh, John, you didn't watch it? That's a classic film, and it's like, sorry.
The reason why I say they're classic is because I'm not going to say everyone because that's not true. A lot of people have seen them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have enjoyed them.
But there have been a lot of people that have seen movies that aren't classics.
But I feel like it's enough to know.
That's why I followed up with, and a lot of people enjoyed them.
I feel like it's enough to know to be like, oh, I pay respect to that film because I know it's like significant in the industry. Like, I don't have to go watch it.
And then there's cult classics, which no one liked, but everyone liked at the same time.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction isn't a cult classic.
And everyone liked Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I know. I love Pulp Fiction.
I'd say, like, a cult classic, as stupid as it is, like Sharknado, people love to hate it because it's a stupid movie. I don't think
The
it
Wrong
is.
Turn. That's a cult classic.
Something like that, yeah.
Sure.
Sharknado is really stupid. Not the worst, but, or at least not my worst, but it's
Isn't
stupid.
it like a tornado shooting?
And it goes to the ocean and it sucks up sharks. That's it. And then they start eating people.
And then it starts throwing them into like the city. Right?
Like the tornado goes through town or something like that, and the sharks eat the people.
The sharks are still in the tornado that whole time.
And trust me, you thought it was bad in the first one. They've already made a second one.
I've never seen
and they're making a third
Sharknado.
one.
I think we should watch it tonight.
I'm not watching it.
Not in my house. Okay, but you didn't
That's
list off
sacrilege.
why. Why? Because like I
Yes, I
listed.
did.
Yes, you
I
did.
said because it was a strong female character who was, fighting for what she wants. And I like the action. It's a good one.
So are you pro, what are you more like into? Or sorry, what do you find that you're more what's more appealing to you, a female or a male protagonist in films?
I can't answer that.
It doesn't really matter.
You can't answer that?
No, because it honestly depends on the story.
Okay. Well, I feel like I've seen movies where it's like, a woman can play this.
But I didn't first watch Kill Bill. Like, I didn't pick up the movie and say, I want to watch this just because there was a female.
Did your dad show you the movie?
Yeah. My dad bought it, and I just, like, always saw it sitting around, but never bothered to watch it. And he's like, this is an amazing movie. He's like, you should watch it. And ever since, like, I watched it probably 100 times.
Yeah, give or take.
I got a fuck. I keep almost swearing.
We're gonna win this.
I keep almost swearing. I got a tattoo about it, commemorating the movie because I enjoy it so much.
Well, Kill Bill, you should be happy to know, I don't think could play, like, the main character cannot be played by a man, for sure.
I don't think so.
Well, no, because part of the story is her being pregnant.
Yeah, but...
Spoiler alert. Oh, we should just put a spoiler at the beginning of this episode because we were talking about movies.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a little disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah.
We'll have to send a separate...
We'll put that at the end, and then, like, we'll record it at the end.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Has to be put, yeah. No, it's just... There's just some...
it depends.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there are some stories where it's like, well, take Kill Bill, for example. It's essential that it's a woman because of the pregnancy. I just find
women protagonists
and also
much more
she's
appealing.
Called the bride, and I don't think of men.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, he could, but
say the bride.
Yeah,
I like female.
There's a bride.
The female characters.
No,
I don't know why.
Groom and groom.
Oh, I always was told it was bride and groom. Still, just
I don't know if
because there isn't a female.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Gay weddings.
Oh. Speaking of, no, I was gonna say I don't know why I like the female characters more, just because I think I'm very pro like women being in power, I guess. But I do like a good like male character that cries on screen.
Spider-Man. Like a cucumber.
Like, what are like crazy tearjerk? Oh, this is a bad example because you guys.
Oh my god, I have a good one.
Like
for this
Zac Efron, like in Charlie St. Cloud.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Seen it.
That movie got horrible reviews too.
Oh my goodness, I watched it because I just watched it because I thought Zac Efron was hot, and I was like, let's watch it. Might as well. Watched it. I was crying. I've never ever expected to watch a film with Zac Efron in it, Mr. High School Musical, and I've cried. I think I was because
you didn't cry during High School Musical.
I'm
just kidding.
I was just
when they all graduated and left for college. No, I have a good one about the male crying. I saw Southpaw.
That one's.
Oh my god, Jake Gyllenhaal
rips your heart out. Right?
Oh, so good. I cried.
But see, women that cry on screen don't have the same effect on me though.
Well, because you're brought up to think man is strong and shouldn't cry because if you don't cry, and then when you see them that vulnerable, it's like it hits harder.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, like Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie was so good, and I cried the whole time.
Southpaw.
The entire movie, and I saw Straight Outta Compton last night also. There was like
okay, so tell us, was it good or not? Because I heard
it was really good.
Okay, I heard mixed things about it. I heard that it also sucked.
Well, I think you have to like have a certain interest in that. No, you don't. Like I went in knowing virtually nothing about NWA, but like I think you would have to have an interest in music and how the music industry works.
Oh my! I would probably cry watching that film then.
Yeah, there's I don't know if because this movie just came out. I don't know if I want to say any of it. But I mean, it happened in real life. Eazy-E died in real life. They know.
Yeah.
So Eazy-E died of HIV, which happened in real life. Everybody knows that happened. But like when he was diagnosed, he came off the whole movie as this tough like gangster, like like slinging dope everywhere and like making money and like rapping. And then when he gets diagnosed with HIV, like
completely.
Like the wall is like slammed and torn down in a second, and you see like, oh my God, it was when he died, you see like there was just like one shot. It was like an aerial shot of like a memorial or something, and there's just like a million people in the streets with candles like holding them, and I was like,
oh, it's beautiful. I'm a sucker for like beautiful shots like that.
Oh yeah. It was amazing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say tear joking.
Like well,
tear jerking.
Like I don't know. I don't think we've watched enough films together, but do you guys ever hear me go like, "Oh, I really like that shot"?
Yes, I've heard you say that multiple times.
I say it so much.
James says it during Bible study when we watched the movie about blood moons, and there was like shots of like the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff. He's like, "Ooh,
I used that shot."
Like, oh, James.
Well, he's a director, so
I know, but it's just funny because we're watching a movie about Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ!
He's looking at the cinematography of the movie.
Okay, so bad films, shall we?
We can start with bad
I'm
films.
bad at this part.
Why? Because you don't have any movies that you don't like?
Well, no, I don't like some movies, but like it's hard for me to think of like
a
movie that's actually bad.
I can't think of a bad film either. I'm not gonna like just,
One
that's
that
because I'm a very like I'm not a judgmental.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Huh?
That's the worst film I've ever seen. Ernest Scared Stupid. And there's reasons why.
Like I can never watch something just like that was horrible. I mean, like I could always distinguish something as like something I liked.
I can tell you a film or a ton of films that I don't like because they're all by the same person.
But if I didn't like it,
Seth Rogen. I hate those movies. Knocked Up, super bad. Pineapple Express. This is the
But
end.
is that because of the actors? Or
It's the story is stupid.
Superbad was a coming of age story.
It was
I think it was
stupid.
hilarious, and you guys know my humor. My humor is not like at that level.
I
liked it.
I don't like those movies. They're just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes
cheap.
that's
they
what
were
you
cheap
need.
laughs.
Sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah,
if you're if you just want something simple and you want a dumb laugh, like you throw in Superbad.
And like
Same with a couple weeks ago, we literally watched Fired Up, which is no better.
Okay, actually, it's a lot better. It's a entirely different movie.
Well, yeah, but it's the same thing going for the cheap laughs and the sex jokes and the butt jokes. It literally is. He puts anal beads in his mouth.
That's actually really funny and disgusting.
It's a butt joke. Who wants a Timbit? I'm taking the last chocolate.
Heated.
I can't say I don't like. Can I say what would make a perfect film? Or like,
sure, that doesn't really have to do with worst, but yes.
Yeah, so like something.
We already talked about this.
Can't do it anymore.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. Go.
Okay, what would make a perfect film?
Sorry, what was that?
No, I just have this. One of the things that I want to do, like by the end, like before I die, is like.
You're not going to talk about the abortion one, are you?
No.
Okay.
No. That's not a film. That's a play, musical actually. A film that I wanted to work on was like a horror film, and they do everything right in the horror film. So like nobody trips on twigs. They don't.
They
call
leave
out.
the house when
They leave
see
the house
a ghost.
when they hear something, or they don't call out when someone opens the door. Oh, Mom, you there? Dad, you there? It's like, if your mom or dad was there, they would say hi, hello.
Or like the cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Where they're in the basement with the items, and then the girl's like, I don't think we should be touching these.
And they
they're
actually
like,
leave.
yeah, let's just do it. But instead, it's like, yeah, we should. And then they go back upstairs.
And then they actually leave, you know? Like making a film with all the cliches that you think would happen, but they do everything right, but at the end they still die.
That is so messed up, though.
So like they make it to the end, and it's like, wow, I can't believe we went through that. Smashed
That would
by
be
a
such
truck.
a terrible ending, though, if they just got smashed by a truck. I thought you meant like this: the killer still gets them, or shit.
No, they would end up killing the killer, or like getting the killer like caught by the police, that kind of stuff.
They all die of old age. The end.
Well, that's like See, I hate horror movies for that reason.
I hate horror movies
because of all the like they can be solved with such simple things. Like when we went to see, what did we see?
Unfriended.
Oh, yeah, Unfriended.
That was
no.
terrible.
I went.
But see, that was a ghost though.
A couple weeks ago, I went to see. Oh my God! What did we see?
Did you guys? Oh, we didn't go to see it, but The Gallows was actually really good.
You saw it?
Besides the fact that it was camcorder.
Oh, we saw Sinister. That was what we saw. We saw Sinister.
2 or 1?
2.
What? You guys watched that?
I went with a few other people.
Oh damn! Was it good or what?
It was okay. I've never seen the first one, so like I didn't
first
really
film,
understand
like,
it. But it was another thing where they could have kind of fixed it easily. Moving. But Oliver on the way home was talking about a horror movie that he saw. Something about like these kids are on a bus or something driving somewhere, and then they see like a person on the side of the road dragging a dead body, and decide to stop and get out of the bus and follow him, when really you could just pull over, whip out the phone, call 911, say, hey, there's a guy dragging a dead body down the road, and then you're not involved anymore and it's being dealt with.
Are you sure that's the plot? Because I think that's it sounds like...
Well, he's dragging it to like a well, and it turns out the well is full of dead bodies. And then it turns out this person isn't really a person, it's like some demon or something like that.
It's... Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. Jeepers Creepers.
I was going to say, like, the moment you said bus and someone dragging a body, I'm like, oh, Jeepers Creepers, definitely.
Yeah. That was it. But like, find help. Find law enforcement or the FBI or the SWAT team, and they'll deal with it. Don't deal with it yourself. I know, but that's why like, they have to come up with a story that's like more realistic.
Yeah.
Or at least like have them call and then have the cops think it was them, and then
yeah, exactly. Like the plot thickens.
Yeah. That's why I like.
Tried to sell me out, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I like your idea of having them do everything right, but I feel like it would be hard to do.
Not really. I pictured it as like someone who's trying to kill them. So someone was trying to kill them. They're in like, they're in a vacated home, but they do everything right. So like
they lock the doors and
they end up locking the doors.
But then why would the killer try and get them? Because
there's a story in there. Well, obviously, the film would actually be really story driven.
They film them throwing up on themselves and pooping their pants. Ooh.
Unfriended? Are you talking about Unfriended?
Yeah. I'm saying like the story of Unfriended, but like they do everything right instead of staying on Skype.
Yeah, they could have just... But see, that was a demon though. Because at the very end, that's what got me. When someone closed the laptop, I was like, "Ah!"
It was just, so
I just want to know where her parents were. I don't like...
Dead, apparently. Everyone's parents were dead.
I don't like stories that make you think too much. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it leaving...
Inception? Because I literally asked 30 questions when that movie was.
It's so good.
That was a good film, though.
I didn't like it.
There were a lot of layers to that film.
Mostly because I didn't understand it.
There were a lot of layers to that film, though. You have to admit.
There were 5 or 6.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Spoiler alert.
We're already going to do this disclaimer. I really hope Adam doesn't want to watch any of these movies, or if he's seen all of them.
I think he's watched most of them.
Okay, good stuff.
He actually wants to, if I stand, and I will stand corrected if otherwise, and agree with me if I'm right, but he's an audio engineer, and he wants to like compose the music for films, and like be the one that mixes like the audio tracks.
Does he play... You play instruments, right?
Oh, yeah. You're kidding.
Okay, I was going to say. He'll tell me anyways, because when I see the video.
But right now he's working, like, in studio, like, mixing music for artists.
That's so wicked.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the babe. Terrible films.
I'm scared stupid.
Terrible film.
Mainly, that's actually the reason why I don't like horror films, as well as other things, but that started it. I watched the movie when I was, I want to say 4 or 5.
There's one I saw...
Trolls creeped me out.
One I saw in theaters recently that wasn't very good was Mad Max.
Mad Max.
the like remake.
That made it's not even a remake. It was supposed to be the third movie in the franchise.
I literally fell asleep 20 minutes in, and then when I woke up, they were like, "Yeah, you didn't miss much." They were like, "It was crap." Because all they did was like I was waking up and like falling asleep periodically, but like
they were driving to the
they
desert.
were on their way to a place, and then they got to the place and figured out it wasn't the place they wanted to go to, so they turn around and go back home. That was the whole movie.
Oh.
Because they're in like
spoiler alert.
It's like a post-apocalyptic thing.
Okay, sorry, what? Post-apocalyptic.
But like there's like this king or whatever is like screwing everybody over, so they're gonna go and try to escape from him, but then they figure out like the place they're going to isn't good.
Ooh.
So they turn around and go back, and then they take over.
I don't like the films that make you feel alone.
What the hell does that mean?
Example.
I'm sorry that I keep bringing up. I keep bringing up like horror films just because those are the only things that are popping out in my head right now. Did you guys watch?
Probably not.
It's a film. It's these ghost hunters that go in.
Ghostbusters.
No, they're these ghost hunters that go into asylum. An insane asylum, and they decide to stay the night.
I love movies about insane asylums.
They stay the night, but then okay. Well, anyways, let me just explain
bless you.
When the turning point happens. So they end up setting up in the just in through the entrance of the asylum, and they had a man, the janitor, who comes in every day at 2 a.m.
Good Will Hunting.
To lock up the doors, and he'll come at 2 a.m. to let them out, or 6 a.m. or whatever. And so when they were going through the asylum, something freaky happened, so they decided to just stay in the front foyer. Is it a foyer?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And they were waiting for the janitor to come in, but it came to 10 a.m. and the janitor still hasn't opened the door. So they're like, okay, we're gonna bust these doors open. There's no way we're staying in here. So they're ramming the door. When they bust through it, it's another hallway. It's not the outside anymore. And it just slowly just kind of felt like they were alone. And I don't like that feeling because I sympathize with the characters.
Let me guess, in the end, they were actually patients at the asylum.
They turn into the patients of the asylum. I don't like asylum films too.
Island.
I love it.
Did you watch
one of my
American Horror Stories?
No.
Asylum? Ooh,
no. One of my favorite movies actually is Girl Interrupted. Have you ever seen that before?
Girl Interrupted.
Girl Interrupted. It's based on a true story by Susanna Kaysen. She had borderline personality disorder. And
Good.
She had borderline personality disorder, and
we rambled for 30 minutes, and then Shireen was here for 10.
But...
Sorry.
She had borderline personality disorder, but she tried to commit suicide, and then her parents put her in this. It's not an insane asylum. It's just a mental hospital for women. But it's all the trouble they get into, and she meets one of the other girls, and they all become best friends, and all of their little shenanigans.
Black?
No, I know a film like this. Sucker Punch. Have you watched? Sucker Punch?
I know you're talking about Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch was a good. Okay, I take it back. Not that I don't like insane asylum films. That was a really good one. I enjoyed that so much. It's the exact same story.
Yeah.
But she didn't have a personality disorder. Her dad killed. The girl's dad killed her mom.
Yeah.
And he blamed her for it. But she said, no, I didn't do it. But he's she's crazy. So she ended up getting put into an insane asylum.
Okay.
And then the film, the plot of the film is them escaping the girls that were there. A group of 6 or 5 of them together. Escaping the asylum. But they go into this... It flips into this fantasy world where they become
oh, I hate that. You just ruined it for me.
So good.
I mean, opinion based, not a fan. It was.
Oh, you're not a fan.
No.
You just ruined it for me.
I loved it.
It sounded really good, and then you said fantasy.
There's a Kill Bill, there's a Kill Bill moment in there.
Kinda. Dang it! Every time. My nose is always running.
Oh my god, it's almost already 12.
Do you start at 12?
No, I start at 2 or 3:30, but still, I just didn't expect it to be this late.
I'm just looking for a tissue. But yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's Sucker Punch. It's so good. I like Vanessa Hudgens is in it.
Oh, there's another movie with Vanessa Hudgens in it. It's called Give Me Shelter. Have you seen that?
No.
So good. She plays like a punk ass kid, but she's pregnant and she's trying to find her dad because her mom is beating her. Rosario Dawson is in it too. I love her. Rent. She's in Rent. She plays Mimi. Love Rent. See, I watch movies that like not a lot of people like.
Rent
films.
is actually a very popular.
Well, we know Rent.
Very popular musical in the industry. I've never watched it. I know of it.
Let's watch Rent together.
I know of it.
I like the movie. I've never seen it.
I know of it. I know the songs, some of the songs that they sing in it. But I respect it as one of like the most populars, but like I've never watched it. See? Like,
let's watch it.
But I feel like, is that not enough to be like, unless I was doing Rent, I would watch it, you know?
You wouldn't watch it
to
watch it?
No, I would watch it to watch it, but like, I don't like being told you should watch this film, and it's like...
Because then you just watch it like...
To watch it for other people.
Yeah, you're not watching it because you want to watch it, you're watching it because you've been told.
No, I do want to watch it though. To conclude, what is one thing that you absolutely cannot live without in a film that you are watching?
Characters.
Well, given the essentials.
That's valid.
I don't know. There's not anything I can't live without.
In a film?
Yeah, other than joking around like characters,
I'm pretty sure that I would still be alive if I saw a film with things that...
Well, I meant a film that you cannot watch. I mean, like, that you expect. Something that you expect in a film when you watch it.
Music.
Music? Okay.
Just about every film has music.
Well, yeah.
Except for
I'll
silent
give
films,
you,
but even
like,
silent films have music.
Something that I want the films that I watch to always have is that plot twist at the end.
Every time?
Not every time, but that's something that I totally appreciate. Every time it comes out, that is.
At the Copacabana. The hottest spot north of Havana.
What was the actual song? Oh, it was cool.
Did anyone tell you about this?
Kinda.
Insignificant, but I need to tell you about this story. Okay, so when we were playing Heads Up, Kurt Cobain comes up.
Heads Up.
Do you remember the...
Oh, that's what it's called. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain comes up on the screen. This guy immediately, Copacabana.
It's Barry
Manilow, I was like, put your fucking hand down. Nirvana. And they got it.
I was
just a Thai thing. But I don't know why he like... That was
Why
the
would
first
you say
thing.
Copacabana? That's not even...
That's barely man enough.
It's Barry Manilow.
Barely man enough.
I know.
Don't be rude. He's a nice guy.
I actually love Barry Manilow.
Yeah. Okay, well, to conclude, since I was the only person that actually said the worst film.
I said films I don't enjoy.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, we talked about a lot of films
I wanted
today.
to specify which one you think is the worst.
I feel like when I listen to this...
I don't know.
I'm going to write down how many films we mentioned.
I'm so simple-minded. I like pretty much every movie.
I think you'd like Star Wars, even though you said you wouldn't. I think you would.
I never said I wouldn't like it. I just said I haven't seen it.
I don't think I would like it.
Sure.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I would like it.
The fighting, I think you'd like. It's cool. Well, at least in the first... Well, okay, I'm not going to say the first three, because the first 3 or 4, 5,
I don't
6.
think I'm going to like Star Trek either. I don't think I'm going to like...
One thing I look for in a movie, I just thought of. If I see it in the theater, I want to walk out. You know, like, do you ever,
that
like...
feeling?
Feel like you're kind of a badass?
Ooh.
Or, like, feel like you were, like, part of the movie and, like, you went through it. I want to walk out feeling like a badass.
Okay.
Like yesterday when I walked out of Straight Outta Compton, I was like, I'm gangster as hell. But like, I'm not at all.
For those of you who don't know how Alicia looks, she's the whitest girl that you're going to meet.
That's not true.
What's your favorite item from Starbucks? Pumpkin spice latte.
No.
No, I
Venti,
mess with you.
venti chai tea latte with vanilla.
Oh,
God.
Iced.
mine's vanilla bean frappuccino, which is pretty much just a milkshake. See, I don't like coffee. That's why I get the.
I don't like coffee
Milkshake.
either. That's why I get chai tea lattes.
I don't like the chai tea taste, but.
I went to the gym already.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm John Ball.
You're supposed to outro first. Like, tell them to comment. Say
If you
Subscribe
like
to our
this
YouTube
episode,
channel,
yeah.
you know, do
what's
that.
your favorite. Not
Yo,
just like,
put
by
a
the way,
plug.
this is my name.
Put
Bye.
a plug, bruh.
Well, I wasn't gonna say my name's John Ball. 94. Peace.
That's what. Well, you're supposed to outro
I was
and
waiting
then
for you guys.
you're supposed to like do a little summary and then say the names and then bye.
Didn't we? I'm pretty sure we just did a summary though. That's why John said in conclusion. Well, actually, he said for conclusion. You thought he said. Okay. Well, she just swore
my
again.
Lord.
So
Okay.
God has already forgiven you. It's okay.
It's my birthday.
like the video if you liked it. Comment your favorite movies and
Even
worst
if you didn't
movies.
like it, like it. Like, excuse me.
No, don't try. Ugh, I hate.
We're
when
not
people
gonna
do
tell
that.
you what to do.
Like, comment, and subscribe on Google Plus. Like, shut up.
You can't do that on
You
Google
can't
Plus.
tell people what to do.
You don't have to like it, but it does help out. Comment your best movie or your favorite movies and your least favorite movies.
And if you want to suggest a topic,
Yeah, hit
because-
us up in the comment section or Facebook
Yeah, man. Like,
or email.
I can never email.
We have an email.
Are you from
18?
1998?
I love emailing. 18 people viewed your episode.
Where?
Wow.
On YouTube.
18. That's 3 of those are me.
No, I don't click it. I listen to the audio. I never click YouTube because I don't like seeing this.
I didn't listen to the whole thing. I skipped through it.
Would you just listen to your parts?
No, I listened to the
And
parts
also
that I think
3
are the funniest.
subscribers.
One of them is you.
One of them is me.
One of them is me.
One of them is John. The other one's not me, so that's good.
But yeah, even though it's cliche, like, comment, subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but I mean, it does everything. Every little thing helps out. And on that note, I'm John Ball.
I'm John Mike.
And I'm Alicia.
Alicia O'Leary.
And it's my birthday.
Alari.
And,
Alarai.
and this was the 94.
Hell yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Bye.
dun, dun, dun,
Bye.
dun, dun, dun,
Bye.
dun, dun.